Okay, welcome everyone, it's Nicola here, and you may notice I'm not clad in my normal black outfit, which I tend to wear all the time because it's nice and easy. No, I'm going out for lunch today, so not only do I have a coloured top on, but I also have a necklace on. One of my favourite necklaces, actually. It's a custom-made skull necklace purchased in the most wonderful boutique in Stupa. One of my absolute favourites. So I do jewellery sometimes, and I do colours, you see. But why am I all dressed up today? Because I'm going out for lunch with my two besties. These guys started out as business friends, business colleagues, and then over the years, as we've all been through ups and downs together, they've become best mates. And I've just realised my washing machine's on. Talk about a schoolboy error. Okay, it's off now. Pause anyway. So they'll be here shortly, and I was thinking about what I needed to talk to you guys about. And first of all, before I start today, let me just say thank you so much for some of your lovely comments. I really have had some inspiring comments from people telling me that I've inspired them. And that is actually what I aim to do. I aim to, with these videos, just encourage you to make content about your specialty, your expertise, the things you know about, the things you can help people with. And I hope you can see that it doesn't actually matter if you wear black all the time, if you've got your kitchen in the background, or if occasionally you leave your washing machine on. All that matters is that you care, and people can really tell that. And I think video is the best medium to get that across. It doesn't matter if you're a bit older like I am, it doesn't matter if you don't wear makeup anymore like I don't. I do have a good blow dry on today though, so that's quite good. But all of that doesn't matter. I think people just, they want to be inspired by people like them. They want to be inspired to know that they can do things and help people without having to have a professional studio background and a full makeup job every time. Today's topic, what do I want to talk about today? Well, I haven't done a video for the last couple of days, and in part that's been intentional, and in part that's been accidental. The intentional part was that I did the Steve Bartlett diary unboxing video the other day, and I wanted to give that time to run, not pile on another video straight on top, because the Steve Bartlett one is doing double as well as my normal videos do. And what that has, the effect that has, is that it brings new people to the channel, and then those new people get suggested other videos at the end of the video they watched, if they watch it all the way through, that is, and they also skim down the list of videos and occasionally watch one or two others. That's what I do. I binge watch. If I come across a channel I like, then I binge watch all the videos I possibly can. So it does tend to help your channel if you get a runaway success video, and especially if that runaway success video brings new people to your channel. So I'm trying to give it the best run I possibly can, but also the other reason I haven't done a video for a day or so is because I haven't been feeling like it. Quite honestly. I dream a lot, as I've mentioned in other videos, and I occasionally dream of my deceased partner Steve. And sometimes those videos are wonderful, and sometimes those videos aren't so great, because he was a lovely man, but he was hard work sometimes. And in my dreams, he's a lovely man, but sometimes he's hard work. So in life, as in your dreams. And I wake up in the morning and my mood is sort of dictated by how well the dream went, which is really funny. When you think about it, it's a bit odd. But anyway, a low mood buzz going on this week. I feel better today because obviously I'm off out and it's a lovely sunny day. I think the weather doesn't help either. So the topic of this video, which I'm going to get to right now, is how do you pull yourself out of it? How do you, as a self-employed entrepreneur who has to self-motivate and sometimes motivate other people, how do you do that when you're not feeling like it? I think the thing that I do is I do a thing that's called just get the file out. This has inspired me 25 years on. It's still inspiring me. It was a time management coach whose name temporarily slips my mind, but I'll put it in the comments below to give him the proper credit. And the whole exercise was called Let's Get the File Out. And I talk about it in my Money Gym book, actually. That's where I can find his name. Marvellous. So what you do is you think about the thing you want to do. In my case, it was to get the video out, get the video recorded before I go off to lunch so that when I come back from lunch I can edit it. And think about the little steps, one little step you can do to get you along the way. Now, one of my little steps is to dry my hair properly because it looks better. There's no denying it, it looks better. I look more groomed when I blow dry my hair, and it makes me feel a little bit more confident. The other thing I can do is I can wash up. Now, if I move my head slightly to one side or the other, you would see a pile of washing up. It's clean washing up, and it has been washed up, but it hasn't been dried up yet, because I was running out of time, and I thought if I dry up as well so that it's completely clear behind me, then the boys will arrive and I won't have done the video. So you've got to try and think about one step you can do that is not going to take you so far in time that you won't be able to do the real thing that you want to do. I'll give you some examples to make it easier to imagine what I'm talking about. One of the jobs I've got to do is print off a whole year's bank statements. I absolutely loathe having to print things off. It's so dull. I had to do that. It's a job that has to be done in certain stages. First of all, you have to go log into your bank account. You then have to select all the different statements you want to download. You have to download them as a PDF or a CSV file. And I need to show them to some people, so I need to download them as PDF files. And then I have to print them all out, which seems like a monumental waste of paper to me, but there you go, we'll have to do it. And I bet you anything you like, my ribbon will run out halfway through. But I made the first steps towards doing this job yesterday. I downloaded them all into a folder on my desktop. So that's the first step. Now my job when I get back later on today is to print them off. So I'm going to start with the ones I need most, which is the January ones, because I want to update my cash flow forecast. See the how I manage my money video down below for that, more information on that. Then I'll tackle the previous year's ones, and I'll do them one at a time so I don't get overwhelmed or distracted or whatever. That's what I mean about just getting the file out. If you've got a job to do, try and break it down into smaller steps. So, for example, I'll give you an example about turning this video into a podcast. Again, made a video down below about how to seamlessly turn your YouTube videos into a podcast. And there are 4 or 5 steps to it. I first of all have to save each video when I'm making it, not just as a video, but as a audio file only, and they sit on my desktop till I'm ready. And generally speaking, what I do is I make the video first, because I know as soon as I get stuck into making the podcast, then I'm going to get distracted from making the video and the day will slip by. So I do the thing, I take the first bite of the frog first, which is the thing I really don't want to do, which is make the video. And then I sit down and treat myself with a nice coffee. And I've just bought myself a coffee frother, you know, to froth the milk, and so I've got a really nice coffee on the go. And then I sit down and literally I upload all the audio to Ophonic. I convert them so that equalizes all the sound and it puts in all the metadata. And then I download those again, and then I upload them to Libsyn, which is my podcast host. Then I take the embed code from there and the permanent URL from there and make a blog post out of them. So it's not an arduous job, and it doesn't actually take that long, but in my head, my God, it's so boring. And why am I doing this rather than giving it to a VA? Because I haven't done the job of finding a new VA yet. I've had 2 or 3 wonderful VAs, but they're all busy with other clients now. So I've got to find myself a new VA, and that's a job I'm not looking forward to either. So what's the first step? How can I just get the file out on getting a new VA? Well, the first step would be to find the VA job description that I used last time so successfully to find my wonderful VAs. So yeah, just get the file out, just find the job description, that's the first step. Just upload it to Upwork, that's the second step. Just go through the responses. I've got a really neat way of weeding out all the tire kickers and time wasters. There's one little trick that tells you how to find the good people. So yeah, I think every job can be broken down like this, and that's what I do. I just get the file out wherever I've got a job that needs doing that I don't really want to do. And sometimes I don't feel like doing the one step towards the thing I want to do. I don't feel like doing anything at all. So what I do then is I scale my expectations of myself right back, and I think, can I get up this morning? Yes. Can I clean my teeth this morning? Yes. Can I have a shower this morning? Yes. This is a really good technique for depressed people as well, because if you can just get a tiny sense of achievement, and by making yourself do tiny things to make your environment better, to make you feel better, it really has the most positive impact on your mood, and it moves you forward to the next step. So if you can get up, if you can clean your teeth, if you can have a shower, if you can blow dry your hair, if you've got any hair to blow dry, that is. And today I feel a little bit better because I put a coloured top on, so I'm not just wearing the usual black stuff. I'm making a bit of an effort, and I found the necklace as well to wear so you know, I'm making myself feel a little bit better with each incremental step. What else have I done? I've written in my Steve Bartlett diary, the diary that I unboxed the other day. Go and watch that video if you haven't done that. That'll be below here somewhere. And I've written 3 days consecutively now about how I feel, what my plans are, what I'm achieving, and I've also got my little boxes going on in my time management book, which if you look below, you'll see the 3 battle-tested time management tips. So I've got my little boxes, and every single day I'm trying to improve my habits. And I'm trying to improve my habits by not doing something, but by doing something. So I've got my 5 things I want to improve. So I've written them in positive language, and I've got my little tick boxes, and I'm not beating myself up if I don't achieve every single one every single day. I'm just giving myself an overall weekly score. And yes, in the 3 weeks I've been doing it, my weekly score is going up, in the same way that my video count on my YouTube channel is going up. So I'm improving the way I feel, I'm improving the way I look, I'm keeping the domestic chores under control. Anyone who knows me knows that's quite a feat, because I'm not a domestic goddess by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm keeping to my little boxes, and I'm keeping to writing my diary. These are the things you can do to bolster your mood and bolster your self-esteem, so that you can then sit down and do the one thing that you really need to do today. And I think if you achieve one thing in your business, if I achieve making a video nearly every day, because I sometimes make 2, so that's all right. If I will be 365 videos further along in my YouTube channel by the end of the year. That's incredible, isn't it? Because most people say that, your YouTube channel starts to take off about 100 videos in. And I already had quite a few videos, but they were sort of old and out of date and not very nice looking. So I'm starting from scratch here. I'm trying to do 365 videos in this first year by doing one every day. That's the most important thing I have to achieve in my business every day, is to record and edit and upload a video. Then my second most important thing to do once a week is to turn those videos into podcast episodes, those ones that work in audio rather than video. And if I can just achieve that, as well as looking after my clients, of course, and keeping an eye on the community area at Clicks and Leads Academy so I can answer any questions that come up, those are the only things I need to do to make my business a success in 2023. So turning back to you now, how can you make yourself have a little sense of achievement every day? Can you, even if you're listing the tasks that you would normally do without thinking, you're achieving something, you're getting yourself out of bed, and let's face it, when it's cold like this, it's quite hard to do. You're getting yourself out of bed, you're getting yourself presentable, you're getting yourself to a certain standard that you like, and then you're keeping your environment good by washing up or loading the dishwasher or whatever you want to do. You put the washing on, must remember to turn it back on when I finish this video, and you're keeping things good. So that's maintaining momentum. Now, how can you just move that momentum one step forward? How can you make sure that no matter what's going on in the world, and that's another thing that affects my mood quite badly, is that you can turn that mood around and say, no, I'm not going to let them get to me. I'm not going to let them stop me doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to let what's going on in the world affect my mood or affect what I want to achieve today. And then give yourself just one task to do every day in your business that would make a massive difference to your business at the end of the year, and try and do it every single day. Give yourself a tick box, give yourself a reward, do whatever you need to do to remind yourself that all you need to do is one thing in your business every single day, and it will be moved on dramatically by the time you're finished. And I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Some of the comments have really been cheering me up and making me feel like what I'm doing is worthwhile. So thank you so much for that. Keep them coming, and do, for heaven's sake, suggest any topic that you'd like me to cover. Because I'm not pretending to be some big fancy guru who's got it all sorted out here. I totally am not. I've got a wealth of knowledge in my at my fingertips about marketing and about being an entrepreneur and about running a small business. So do feel free to ask me any questions you like, and do feel free to tell me what little motivational things you use to get yourself going when you don't quite feel like it. Because we all occasionally don't feel like it. The difference between those of us who succeed and those of us who don't succeed is that we make ourselves do things despite not feeling like it. Right, I'm off to lunch now. I'll see you all tomorrow.